Hello, people. Another beautiful day. Yep. Hope your five senses work. Hope your health and strength is good. What? What's up, gamers? in the words of Vulcan Raven from our Metal Gear, the judgment has been decided. Look, Activision and Sony might part ways after this. Once that Call of Duty contract is up, Activision Blizzard might not renew it again. They might be done with Sony. Listen to this. UK regulators investigation conclude against Microsoft Activision merger. Then it says CMA, higher prices and less choice for gamers. Says here, the Activision Blizzard acquisition has not seen many significant development in the past few weeks. While the regulators continue to make their time to come up with a decision, there have been a lot of speculation about the eventual outcome for Microsoft and the gaming industry. However, the CMA has just published a provisional result for its investigation on the matter. Being one of the biggest regulators, the CMA has a large part to play in the result of the $68.7 billion deal. Despite Microsoft's effort, the CMA is against the acquisition and has provided a list of remedies for Microsoft. And it says Microsoft was already expecting opposition from the UK regulators, but the public response to the CMA gave the gaming giant some hope for the future. However, the CMA has concluded that Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard could mean higher prices, fewer choices, or less innovation for UK gamers. It says this put the company in a tough spot. The FTC has already shown that it does not want the deal to go through, even going as far as to file a lawsuit against Microsoft. This means that two of the major regulatory authorities are now against the merger. However, the CMA has also provided some remedies that could help Microsoft convince the authorities. These remedies include divestiture of the Call of Duty business and more, allowing Microsoft to complete the deal without gaining full ownership of Activision Blizzard and its IPs. Looking at the CMA's remedies, Microsoft's options are very limited. The gaming giant would not want to give up Call of Duty franchise, but splitting Activision Blizzard is not ideal either. Nonetheless, the CMA provision verdict is in, and Microsoft will need to decide on the next move. As it stands, the chance for acquisition success are looking slimmer than ever. And that's the end of the article. So, the verdict, two people, the verdict's in. The FTC and the UK regulators, the CMA, they're against the deal. But this doesn't mean that the situation is over, because think of it: if the deal doesn't go through, once the other report comes in, once the Call of Duty contract is up with Sony, Activision and Sony might part ways. Think of that. So when they say divestiture in the article, they're talking about putting the Activision Blizzard games on different platforms, which Microsoft already talked about already. But to say that it's going to be higher prices and less choices for gamers is ridiculous. Nintendo just put $70 on Tears of the Kingdom. So Sony raised prices on their games already. So to me, this decision was like favoritism and a rush to judgment, just like how the FTC did. So they can still fight this. The case is not over yet. It's not done yet. So Activision still got choices on the table. So they might end up parting ways with Sony for good. That's the other option. So, you know, Sony has a Call of Duty contract. I think is up in about a year. So what happens now if you decide to go back and try to renew the contract? Activision might not show no interest. Be like, we can't help you, and now you're stuck. So then the question now comes into mind now. Was it really worth it, Jim Ryan, to go to the UK for help when you didn't need to? So yeah, this little situation is not over. I mean, Microsoft, they had 4 countries in their corners about this, and they had the public, which was 75%. The employees and the shareholders all agree on the deal. So the situation is not over, like this article is trying to put out. It's not over because, you know, Activision and Sony might part ways, just like how EA and Electronic Arts and Sega went their way. You know, so yeah, you know, this saga is not over. You know, so yeah. When Activision was at their weakest point, Sony never came to their aid. Sony only cared about Call of Duty, but they never cared about the people that work inside Activision Blizzard. So once that Call of Duty contract is up with Sony, Activision might part ways with them. So yeah, this situation is not over yet. You know, I know this article like give you like a little synopsis, but there's some more fallout from this. This is not over yet. You know. So we'll see what the other report from the UK got to say. But this little scenario it's not over. Now, was this going to be a monopoly? No, it never was. It never was a monopoly. Microsoft was going to to me, it's like what they did with Minecraft. I think that's what they were going to do with when they got if they would have gotten control of Activision Blizzard. So I don't think this is a monopoly. Sony, on the other hand, the UK need to ask them, okay, what happened to your shooters? What happened to your SOCOM, your Killzone, and your Resistance? Why did you stop making those games? And what were the problems that were happening? So this little situation is not over, people. It's not over, man. There's still some more fallout from this. So, like I said, if Sony contract is up with Call of Duty, Activision might not make another game for them again. So yeah, like Activision said, they were prepared to fight this, and they were very serious. So we'll see what the other report has to say, because I think they have till the end of June. I think the end of June or July to turn in the final report. So there's some more fallouts to this. You know, the FTC, they rushed to judgment. That's number one. That's number one. And then the UK was showing Sony favoritism, because remember the article that I did, they were talking about how Jim Ryan had meetings with the UK. So there's some more fallout from this. This is not. This is far from over. Okay. And I'll keep you guys posted on whatever I find coming up on this. But the saga continue with this Activision Blizzard deal. Okay. But like I told you, once the contract is up with PlayStation, Activision might not renew that contract again. Just saying. Anyway, latest video for y'all to enjoy. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars and Star Trek playing. Dark Side. Peace.